Welcome back to another edition of the Gage Cruise Show. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about gender. Now, basically what gender is there's gender roles, masculine and feminine, male and female, and traditionally people fall into one or two categories, and that aligns with their biological sex. So, for those of you who aren't educated about gender, let me just specify that when dealing with gender, most people, if you dress like a man, you act like a man, you talk like a man, and the clothes you wear are masculine and designed for men, people will assume that you're a man. And rightly so in most cases, and myself included. Although my dress is androgynous, meaning I don't mind doing a little bit of bending and whatnot, I am actually a man on the inside. Transgender individuals and also transsexuals tend to fall into the category of their own creation. They have decompartmentalized and deconstructed and re-engineered and reconstructed themselves in such a manner that they've pulled different parts from each gender roles to make themselves into the image that they feel they're more comfortable with in accordance with their biological sex. So, what are the pros and cons of dressing the way you want? Well, the pros are that you have a lot of self-expression. The cons are that people will judge you based on the attire that you choose to represent yourself in. It's like, for instance, this shirt. I think it's awesome. I've always admired these shirts, and whenever I saw them on anyone, and I was like, well, I really want to get one of those, you know? So what did I do? I went out and I bought it. But as you can see, originally it was probably not designed for a man, but it's dashing on me and it fits well. And as far as I can tell, it seems to suit me, especially if I'm in a specific mood. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit more about the difference between bisexuality, pansexuality, and transsexuality. Now, bi just means two, and it deals with people who are primarily just attracted to men and women, biological men and biological women, whose gender identity more closely aligns with their biological sex, so what you would consider a normal guy and a normal girl. Now, being androgynous just means how you dress, how you choose to represent yourself. You know, a guy who puts on lip gloss, for instance, or some makeup, or, you know, or wears clothes that are non-gender specific or unisexual, and they are definitely outside the norm of what you'd see a guy walking around in a t-shirt or a dress shirt. Those people might accidentally be labeled as trans. Now, are they bending a little bit? Maybe for a day or a few hours, but do they feel that way on the inside? Absolutely not. Everyone has shifting energies on the inside, and that yin and yang is normal. The only difference is if you feel that your yin energy, your softer energy, is non-masculine. I consider my softer energy just a younger version of myself, and then the more masculine and more aggressive version of myself. And that's the main reason why people should focus in on these three definitions. Transsexuality means individuals who have believed from their early age. Currently, it's a mental condition, but you know, I mean, that may change in times to come. But currently, it's individuals who get on estrogen and whatnot to change the biological appearance of their outside to match what they feel they are on the inside. So that would be like a man who feels like a woman and wants to change, or a woman who feels like a man and wants to change their biology to more align with what's going on inside their mind. And then, so those are basically the different categories. Now we're moving into pansexuality. Pansexuality, the dictionary definition just means like many loves or much love. And because I have in the past loved people who were trans-identified, I could definitely say that although it wasn't repeatable and it isn't the norm, and also I have my doubts on whether or not I would be attracted to another trans person. So because they specifically don't believe in a gender binary system, And in my opinion, it's just like taking two wheels off of a car, and they're like different colors. And it's like two wagon wheels. They're different colors. They're different colored spokes. You're taking them all apart and you're putting different spokes, but you're basically reinventing the wheel. So suddenly, it's very important to the individual, but to the rest of us, we're kind of like, well, why are you doing that? Why aren't you happy being a man or being a woman? But to them, it's very real, and I just wanted to put that out there. But just to let you know what it is, a pansexual is not a transsexual. A pansexual simply means that you're attracted to people regardless of their gender and regardless of their biology. You're attracted to their heart or what's on the inside, and you could care less about what's on the outside as long as there's some sort of attraction there. Now, Omni-Sexual, falls into, it's a similar category as pansexual. They also include like aliens and things like that of that nature. So people can be sexually attracted to a myriad of things. And in my next video, I will discuss polyamory and my thoughts on that. So hopefully that clears it up. If you have any questions about bisexuality and how it differs, bisexual man that I am, my appearance has nothing to do with how I feel on the inside. I'm a man. The outside is just a demonstration of art. And so just to sum it up, trans-identified people, it has to do with gender and how they feel on the inside of their minds. And that would be transgender. Transsexual are people who want to change their sexual organs to take estrogen or testosterone to turn more into what they view, how they feel on the inside. Finally, pansexual just means that you're attracted to multiple things. And so hopefully that clears it up. Multiple types of people that are consenting individuals. And a lot of times pansexuals reject traditional gender norms, and because I am for traditional gender norms, I am considered bisexual. Now, some people consider pansexual a subgroup of bisexuality, and in that case, I would say that some of my attractions branch into that category, but I would say I myself, on an internal level, am bisexual. So hopefully that clears a little bit of that up, and I will be talking about poly relationships and whatnot in the next video.